Welcome to the June 28th Delhi Trustee Meeting, 2017. Tonight we'll open the meeting with a moment of silence, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. Tonight's moment of silence is for two of our Delhi seniors who passed away this week. One was Bob Hayter. He's married to Carol Hayter, survived by 3 children and 5 grandchildren. The other death was Helen Paschaud, who has been survived by her husband Ray, 2 children, 6 grandchildren, and 7 great-grandchildren. I'm sure the seniors will miss 2 of their very active members. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, thank you and welcome. Motion, Mr. Luby, please.
Motion 2017-151, approve the minutes from the Board of Trustees meeting held on June 14th, 2017, and dispense with the reading.
I move motion 2017-151.
Second the motion.
All those in favor?
Yes.
Yes, motion passes.
Motion 2017-152, approve bills for payment.
I move motion 2017-152.
Second the motion.
All those in favor?
Yes.
Yes, motion passes.
Motion 2017-153, approve the payment of overtime for pay period ending June 6th, 2017.
I move motion 2017-153.
Second the motion.
All those in favor?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, motion passes.
Resolution 2017-168, resolution approving purchase order obligations incurred on behalf of the Township by the Township Administrator, authorizing payment of certain purchase order obligations and dispensing with the second reading.
I introduce and move the adoption of this resolution.
I second the adoption of this resolution.
Any discussion on this resolution?
I move to dispense with the second reading of this resolution.
I second the motion to dispense with the second reading.
All those in favor of the motion to dispense with the second reading?
Yes.
Yes.
Mr. Luby, please call the roll.
Mrs. Sturts?
Yes.
Mrs. Seavey?
Yes.
Mr. Oswald?
Yes.
Resolution passes.
As far as significant transactions since the last meeting, as far as cash receipts, on June 19th, we received $2,770,000 in advance of real estate taxes from Hamilton County. As far as disbursements, on 6/15, we had payroll of $249,000. On 6/16, we had a payment of $1,200,000 to the school districts from the TIF fund to make them whole. And then on 6/28, we had a payment of $76,000 to Baord Paving for the 2017 road contract. That's all I have.
Okay, thank you. Trustee correspondence. I'd like to personally thank Chief Campbell and the fire department for a wonderful dedication last week. I was amazed at how many citizens came out, so we want to thank all of those who came out to bring in and celebrate our new firehouse and firefighter memorial. And thank you for allowing us to be part of the uncoupling ceremony. Trustee Seavey.
I also would like to congratulate the Delhi Township Fire Department on their new station on Greenwell. It took us a while, but we're very pleased with the end product. And special thanks go out to Turner Construction for their good work, and our design group, especially also our Public Works Department, Ron Rippinger. And it will be put to good use. Congratulations, Delhi Fire.
Trustee Oswald.
I just want to thank all the citizens that came out to the firehouse opening. Also want to thank the county commissioners. It's rare that you see 3 county commissioners, Commissioner Pertune, Driehaus, and Monzel all be in one spot. For them to come to Delhi and be a part of our ceremony was very special. The one thing I heard most from the citizens that were there is how practical the building is. I know that Doug spent a lot of time and effort, and every decision he made had a purpose to it. And I think people really noticed that when they walked through and had the tour. So great work on that. And it's really astonishing to think about how many people are going to come through that firehouse, how many firefighters over the next 50 plus years that are going to use that facility. So it's really neat to be a part of it. Congratulations.
Okay, thank you. Okay, administration resolution, please, Mr. Luby.
Resolution 2017-169, resolution entering into amendment number 3 to the master agreement with Dynegy Energy Services East LLC, formerly known as Duke Energy Retail Sales LLC, authorizing the township administrator to execute the necessary documents.
I introduce and move the adoption of this resolution.
Second the adoption of this resolution.
Any discussion on this resolution, Administrator Cameron?
Thank you. This amendment, as you read it, it's amendment number 3. So the electric aggregation rate that we have in place, they have advantageous pricing into the future a little bit, so they can blend that with our current pricing and lower our rate to 5.49 through June of 2021. Our current rate is 5.99 until December, and then it goes to 5.74 for the next 2 years. So this is going to lower it about a quarter of, 0.25% off what it'll be in December and 0.5% from what it is currently. So it's a pretty good deal if you would like to take advantage of that. The pricing is there, and this amendment would do that.
Great.
Do residents still have an option to opt into this now?
Yes, and it's kind of an open door. If you recall from the past, it was more of a one-time each year, but now it's pretty much an open door. If you would like to get out, there's no obligation, there's no fee, you can get out. If you would like to get in, there's no enrollment period when you can only get in. So a resident that just moves in can get in, or wasn't in can get in. So it's an open door as far as that goes.
Okay, thank you.
I move to dispense with the second reading of this resolution.
I second the motion to dispense with the second reading.
All those in favor of the motion to dispense with the second reading?
Yes.
Yes.
Mr. Libby, please call the roll.
Mrs. Sturts?
Yes.
Mrs. Seavey?
Yes.
Mr. Oswald?
Yes.
Resolution passes. Okay, Parks and Recreation doesn't have anything, except we would love to hear from our park director, Mr. Torbeck.
Thank you, Trustee. So I just had a couple items to tell you about, just things going on in the parks and projects and events. First thing is Farmers Market. Remember, that's every Saturday from 9:30 to 1:30. We've heard some response from people asking about certain products and things that will be there. So what we decided to do is kind of like a vendor spotlight, where we'll have, put on social media about certain vendors and what they'll have. So, for example, upcoming fruits and vegetables that might be coming out, we'll be putting it on there so people have an idea of what to expect when they get up there. So that can be found on Twitter. We'll put it on social media. We'll get it out there, but that'll be our way of kind of giving people a hint of some new products and new things that'll be up there. Next concert is Thursday, July 13th at 7 p.m. featuring Excalibur at the Old Tot Lot. Should be a great show. Local band with a good following, so we're excited about that. Pure Bar Yoga in the park, July 15th at 10 a.m. in the Old Tot Lot. Next movie in the park is Friday, August 11th, 9 p.m. in the Old Tot Lot. Our first movie was Lego Batman this past Saturday. We had some small technical difficulties, but we've worked through them, and the next movie should be great. It'll be on a bigger screen, so we're excited about that. But we're assured that any problems we had are in the past, so we're excited about the next one. Two projects we got going on. One is 5 Points Park project with the memorial being moved. We finished off the trail, planted some trees. We got a bench, ordered some more things coming. So in the next couple of weeks, you should see that progressing along nicely. So hopefully the grass starts growing a little bit quicker, but this time of year it's a little slow going. Finally, Story Woods Trails. Just with all the rain this year, we've had a lot of damage and washout from those trails. So over the next couple of weeks, we'll be repairing those, bringing some gravel in, but I just want to make the residents aware that will be going on. So there might be some trail closures just because we'll be working and we'll have equipment and trucks down there. So we'll make everybody aware of the day and time that that's happening, just so when you get there that you're not surprised. The trails won't all be closed at the same time, so there'll at least be an option, one or the other, when you get there. And for any updates, you can always follow us on Twitter at Delhi Parks. We post everything on there. We got a good following, but it's a good way to keep up to date with what's going on.
Is the new Tot playground up and running, or is it still settling, or whatever needs to be done?
As far as the Civic Association donation playground, that is up and people are using it. We're waiting on a couple amenities to go with it, but as far as the playground itself, it's being
Ready to
used
go.
and enjoyed, and it looks good over there.
Great, thank
So
you.
we're excited about that project as well.
Okay. Well, thank you for everything you're doing. Sounds like you've been very busy and you're trying to keep the township busy. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
All right. Community development. Mr. Luby, please.
Motion 2017-154, accept and approve the completed Delhi Pike Trail Economic Return on Investment Study as part of the Plan the Pike Strategic Redevelopment Plan, and to direct staff to submit a certification and request for payment to Hamilton County Planning and Development under the Hamilton County Community Block Grant Program.
I have a motion 2017-154.
Second the motion.
All those in favor?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Motion carries. Mr. DeLong, I do have, we do want to talk a little bit about this, if you would, and explain actually what this all means.
Yes, basically at the last meeting, I gave a presentation on the return on investment study for a possible future bike path from the west terminus of Delhi Pike to Neeb Road. This motion tonight is for you guys to approve that study so we can kind of put the bookend on this program. As we did receive a grant through Hamilton County last year, it was a CDBG grant, Small Communities Grant, for $20,000. That money was used to fund the study. So as part of this motion tonight, you will have on there the certification and request for payment. The township did not receive any money from this grant. The payment will go directly from Hamilton County to our contractor, who was Stantec. So that is pretty much a summary of what this motion is about.
And this also means we are not starting to cut out grass and make a path
not
tomorrow.
at
This
this
is
point.
this is the study, and it's
Study only.
to put it to rest. I mean, that we've accepted it for consideration.
Definitely.
Okay. Any questions?
Not,
Okay. Thank you, Mr. DeLong. Greatly appreciated. Okay, Mr. Luby.
Resolution 2017-170, resolution declaring nuisance for excessive vegetation at 595 Anderson Ferry Road and dispensing with the second reading.
I introduce and move the adoption of this resolution.
I second the adoption of this resolution.
Any discussion on this resolution, Mr. DeLong?
Yes, we received a complaint about 595 Anderson Ferry. This is actually behind their privacy fence, so the residents are actually in the subdivision behind this business are being impeded by the vegetation. So we did receive a complaint. The property was in the same status as you see in the photos this morning, so we do request that you declare it a nuisance.
I move to dispense with the second reading of this resolution.
I second the motion to dispense with the second reading.
All those in favor of the motion to dispense with the second reading?
Yes.
Mr. Libby, please call the roll.
Mrs. Sturts?
Yes.
Mrs. Seavey?
Yes.
Mr. Oswald?
Yes.
Resolution passes.
Resolution 2017-171, resolution declaring nuisance for excessive vegetation at 5428 Delhi Pike and dispensing with the second reading.
I introduce and move the adoption of this resolution.
I second the adoption of this resolution.
Any discussion on this resolution, Mr. DeLong?
Yes, this is actually a repeat offender on Delhi Pike. This is the backyard. We did receive a complaint from a neighbor about this condition of the property. We did inspect it this morning. It is in the same condition as you see in the photos, so we do request you declare it a nuisance.
I move to dispense with the second reading of this resolution.
I second the motion to dispense with the second reading.
All those in favor of the motion to dispense with the second reading?
Yes.
Mr. Libby, please call the roll.
Mrs. Sturts?
Yes.
Mrs. Seavey?
Yes.
Mr. Oswald?
Yes.
Resolution passes.
Resolution 2017-172, resolution declaring nuisance for excessive vegetation at 425 Pedretti Road and dispensing with the second reading.
I introduce and move the adoption of this resolution.
Second the adoption of this resolution.
Any discussion on this resolution, Mr. DeLong?
Yes, as you see in the photos, again, this is another backyard of a property. We do see the backyards of properties, and people, I think if they mow the front, we don't see the back, but we do. We did receive a complaint about this one. It is a repeat offender. This is an occupied structure. It was in the same condition as you see in the photos, so we do request you declare it a nuisance.
I move to dispense with the second reading of this resolution.
I second the motion to dispense with the second reading.
All those in favor of the motion to dispense with the second reading?
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Libby, please call the roll.
Mrs. Sturts?
Yes.
Mrs. Seavey?
Yes.
Mr. Oswald?
Yes.
Resolution passes.
Resolution 2017-173, resolution declaring nuisance for excessive vegetation at 6037 Cleves-Warsaw Pike and dispensing with the second reading.
I introduce and move the adoption of this resolution.
I second the adoption of this resolution.
Any discussion on this resolution, Mr. DeLong?
This is another occupied structure and another repeat offender, and this one is at 6037 Cleves-Warsaw. The property was in the condition you see in the photo, so we do request you declare it a nuisance.
I move to dispense with the second reading of this resolution.
I second the motion to dispense with the second reading.
All those in favor of the motion to dispense with the second reading?
Yes.
Mr. Libby, please call the roll.
Mrs. Sturts?
Yes.
Mrs. Seavey?
Yes.
Mr. Oswald?
Yes.
Resolution passes.
Resolution 2017-174, resolution declaring nuisance for excessive vegetation and accumulated debris at 4013 Andrews Avenue and dispensing with the second reading.
I introduce and move the adoption of this resolution.
I second the adoption of this resolution.
Any discussion on this resolution? Mr. DeLong?
Yes, this is another occupied structure. This is not a repeat offender, but as you can see in the photos, there's excessive vegetation and debris. And again, this is in the backyard of the property. So it was in the condition as you see in the photos, so we do request you declare it a nuisance.
I move to dispense with the second reading of this resolution.
I second the motion to dispense with the second reading.
All those in favor of the motion to dispense with the second reading?
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Luby, please call the roll.
Mrs. Sturts?
Yes.
Mrs. Seavey?
Yes.
Mr. Oswald?
Yes.
Resolution passes.
Resolution 2017-175, resolution declaring nuisance for accumulated debris at 219 Solarama Court and dispensing with the second reading.
I introduce and move the adoption of this resolution.
I second the adoption of this resolution.
Any discussion on this resolution? Mr. DeLong?
This is another repeat offender. It appears to us this may be a set out. We aren't sure if the property is occupied at this time. We have had a history with this property with excessive vegetation in the past. So it was in the condition you see in the photos as of this morning, so we do request you declare it a nuisance.
I move to dispense with the second reading of this resolution.
I second the motion to dispense with the second reading.
All those in favor of the motion to dispense with the second reading?
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Luby, please call the roll.
Mrs. Sturts?
Yes.
Mrs. Seavey?
Yes.
Mr. Oswald?
Yes.
Resolution passes.
Resolution 2017-176, resolution declaring nuisance for accumulated debris at 308 Don Drive and dispensing with the second reading.
I introduce and move the adoption of this resolution.
I second the adoption of this resolution.
Any discussion on this resolution? Mr. DeLong?
Yes, this is a first-time offender. As you can see, this is some debris. It's actually sitting in the driveway of the property. The debris was there this morning when we did another inspection, so we do request you declare it a nuisance.
I move to dispense with the second reading of this resolution.
I second the motion to dispense with the second reading.
All those in favor of the motion to dispense with the second reading?
Yes.
Mr. Luby, please call the roll.
Mrs. Sturts?
Yes.
Mrs. Seavey?
Yes.
Mr. Oswald?
Yes.
Resolution passes.
Resolution 2017-177, resolution declaring nuisance for accumulated debris at 5731 Forson Drive and dispensing with the second reading.
I introduce and move the adoption of this resolution.
I second the adoption of this resolution.
Any discussion on this resolution? Mr. DeLong?
Yeah, this unfortunately is a repeat offender and an occupied structure. The debris was it's on the back patio of the property. We did receive a complaint about it. As you see in the photos, you can see the boxes and things sitting out there. It was in the same condition as you see in the photos as of this morning, so we do request you declare it a nuisance.
I move to dispense with the second reading of this resolution.
I second the motion to dispense with the second reading.
All those in favor of the motion to dispense with the second reading?
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Luby, please call the roll.
Mrs. Sturts?
Yes.
Mrs. Seavey?
Yes.
Mr. Oswald?
Yes.
Resolution passes. Okay. Public Works, we have no agenda items today. Police Department, no agenda items today. Smiling, thank you. Fire Department, Mr. Luby.
Resolution 2017-178, resolution setting staffing levels in the fire department and dispensing with the second reading.
I introduce and move the adoption of this resolution.
I second the adoption of this resolution.
Any discussion on this resolution, Chief Campbell?
Thank you, trustees. This is related to a resolution that caps our staffing levels at all, from our captain ranks, chief ranks, those type of things that dictate those staffing levels. And as you can see also with the motions for hires, we have to adjust those caps in order to accommodate those hires. So this would do that.
Okay, thank you.
I move to dispense with the second reading of this resolution.
I second the motion to dispense with the second reading.
All those in favor of the motion to dispense with the second reading?
Yes.
Mr. Libby, please call the roll.
Mrs. Sturts?
Yes.
Mrs. Seavey?
Yes.
Mr. Oswald?
Yes.
Resolution passes.
Motion 2017-155, approving the hiring of Joseph Kyle Venemeyer as a full-time police officer.
Sorry, typo.
That'd be
Read the
cool
top.
too.
Read the top piece, sorry.
Approve the hiring of Ryan A. Smith as career firefighter EMT in the fire department at the rate per collective bargaining agreement with the local 3389 IAFF, effective on July 4th, 2017.
I have another correction for you.
Yeah.
It's July 5th.
On July 5th, 2017.
Okay, I move motion 2017-155.
Second the motion.
All those in favor?
Yes.
Yes.
Motion passes. Chief, do you have anything to say about him?
Yes, Ryan Smith. He'll be a familiar face. It's kind of odd, though. I even mentioned this to him, talking to him in recent days. Just 2.5 years ago, you would recognize him sitting on the back or standing on the back wall in a red shirt with our Delhi Fire Explorers. They won first place that year, and it's kind of odd how time has progressed to this point. We get the opportunity to hire him full time. He's very excited. He's in medic school and set to graduate end of November. So she'll be coming on, and very good young man. Can't wait to introduce you to him at the ceremony.
Okay. Look forward to it. Thank you.
Motion 2017-156, approve the hiring of Anthony J. Molfetta as career firefighter paramedic in the fire department at the rate per the collective bargaining agreement with the local 3389 IAFF effective on July 11th, 2017.
I move motion 2017-156.
Second the motion.
All those in favor?
Yes.
Yes, motion carries. Chief, want to say something about Mr.
Yes, Anthony Molfetta, again, he's going to be a familiar face. He worked with us for a number of years part-time before taking on a position with the City of Mason Fire Department. He's also continued during those years to be with our ALA stair climb, so you've seen him in here. He's gotten commendations from me even through Mason Fire, and very excited to come back to Delhi and serve here on the west side again. So we can't wait to have him back.
Good hire.
Yes.
Good. Okay.
Motion 2017-157, approve the hiring of Christopher J. Eisenecker as career firefighter paramedic in the fire department at the rate per the collective bargaining agreement with the local 3389 IAFF effective on July 13th, 2017.
I move motion 2017-157.
Second the motion.
All those in favor?
Yes.
Yes.
Motion carries. Chief?
Chris is joining us here tonight. He's there in the corner, wanted to be a familiar face. Chris comes with some experience. He's coming with us coming to us out of Woodlawn. He's serving as a captain with their organization. He's been in the fire service since 2009. Paramedic, spoken very highly of by all supervisors. I've gotten a lot of good recommendations from him. We'd love to have him here, and we're excited to kind of get him into Delhi.
Welcome. We're very
Welcome,
excited.
Chris.
Yeah, another great hire. Way to go, Chief. Thank you. Okay.
Can I say one something
sure.
real quick?
Please.
In regards to the dedication, the community turnout was fabulous. We're putting it somewhere around 200. The 150 hot dogs, brats, and Mets went out the door in like 10 minutes. But, all in all, just coordinating with everything, it was fabulous to see all the commissioners there. Great help from the Cincinnati Emerald Society to come out with the pipes and drums. Aaron McKnight, his stepfather, stepped up to the plate to sing the national anthem. All fabulous. It was great to have the police involved. They really helped us out in blocking traffic. Again, Ron's help. It took him a little while to get the sign down, but, Sanker and Pete Selhorst, they really appreciated it. It was a fabulous event, but most of all, just having the community involvement, I think it went a long way, and I think we could have picked a better day for weather that we got. It's truly, it was nice to have, but I want to thank everybody for coming out. It's special.
I thought it was exciting. We had a flyover. The Bengals can't get those anymore. So.
Oh, and I'm sorry. Yeah, I almost forgot. And Air Care, who were called to a run in the middle of the ceremony and still hustled back to fly over during the national anthem. I think that was very special. So thanks again.
Thank you for the coordinating. I know it took a lot of effort. So thank you. Okay, I don't have any slips for citizens' comments tonight. So we have announcement of community events. Mr. Luby.
The fishing program at Clearview Lake are Fridays through September. They are 7 a.m. to dusk, and obviously it's at the Clearview Lake at 5125 Foley Road. The Delhi Farmers Market are Saturdays through October. It'll be 9:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. at Clearview Lake at 5125 Foley Road. Concert in Delhi Park featuring Excalibur will be Thursday, July 13th at 7 p.m. It'll be at the park at 5125 Foley Road. The yoga class in Delhi Park is Saturday, July 15th at 10 a.m. It'll be at Clearview Lake at 5125 Foley Road. The 28th annual Riverview Delhi Kiwanis Rolling on the River Car Show is Sunday, July 23rd from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's at Fernbake Park.
Okay, thank you. We do not have a need for executive session tonight, so if we could adjourn the meeting.
There being no further business to be brought before this board, I move to adjourn.
Second the motion.
All those in favor?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, we will see you Wednesday, July 12th, at 6 p.m. Lots of activities going on in Delhi in the meantime, so have a safe night.
Happy
and happy
4th of
4th of
July.
July.
Before